Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester United.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found the way. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. Varane gets it clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's lofted through here. And Pullet! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That is a great pick out. And he's got the beating of his man. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Picked Nedved! Beautiful from Nedved! A finish right from the top draw. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball, good take, and Del Piero!
Del Piero made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And here's Eto'o. And here's Del Piero. So much time and space here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bale stands tall and stands strong. And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Del Piero. And he welcomes it in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Del Piero! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Bellingham. Oh, cracking ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pinches it off him. And here's Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shot could be on. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Azar. And here's Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Vieira. Now it's Eto'o. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, they can break here. He might be in here. Lam, and he's managed to get for shoots. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Driving through the middle. Shapes to shoot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Eto'o. And it's Hullet. That has been slung wide. Oh, played through for the wide man.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And
Manchester
now,
United
please
finding
turn
themselves
towards the screen
behind
for
by
a
just
special
one goal at the
presentation
break.
Featuring our guest performance
Well, let's
today.
not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we get things going again.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. Desai. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he thumps it clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar, he's picked his way through. That's put paid to the danger. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Nedved. Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because...
And Del Piero! And that's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's in on goal. the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That is good alertness. Bale. Rafael Varane, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Azar. Lam. And they can counter here. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Bellingham. And here's Eto'o. And he's got away from him. It's Eto'o! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It's the lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 8.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vieira is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Thiago. Number 14. Jamal. Substitutions taking place. Substitution.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need. Eto'o! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Yamal picks it up out wide. He is through here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 17, Eto'o. Coming on to replace him is number 16,
Pull it.
Rodri. Substitution
Now it's
in
Cruyff.
progress.
Now it's Rodri. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Rodri.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Iniesta. Last chance, perhaps. And this is Ibrahimovic. Iniesta.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross flung in, towering header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Mbappe. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's running through. He's having a shot! And that's a tiny finish. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, how's that? Added time is up and there goes the whistle. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
Today, please have your entry tickets.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required.
It's Asa!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bellingham. Nice physical challenge.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Azar. Bellingham.
Tries to pass it through. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He is through here. And that was very necessary. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And we have our very first corner.
It's run loose, who's going to get there?
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Oh, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here, and the shot! Goal, Milan!
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Eto'o.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And it's Bellingham. Works it forward, and he's intervened well there.
Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pelé. And here's Gullit. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, he's not getting any further than that. Now it's Pelé.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Stood up well to him there.
Bale did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Thiago.
And it's Gullit. Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. Varane gets it clear.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
The ball is loose and the chase. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Varane tries to clear. Thuram engages and forces him off the ball. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Now it's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Hazard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
It's Eto'o! It's anyone's ball now. And he's quick to get rid. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
There will be
Oh,
one
that
minute
was
at
vital.
a time.
Varane promptly onto that, and it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Hullet. Vieira gives no quarter whatsoever. Over to the right flank. And here's Bellingham. And this is Halle! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Hullet. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, that's a key interception. Hazard currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's had it nicked away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get it through? Manchester United can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Pele is the guilty party there.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
In progress.
Plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Oh, he's been... And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Ball's gone out of play. Desai with the clearance.
That's going in strongly.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
That's alert and sharp, and very well played.
And he's picked out the run. Thuram. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rafael Varane. Oh no, what has happened here? Desai. To Thuram. Bellingham. Desai can clear it away. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. Now it's Eto'o. That looks a good ball through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Eto'o.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Manchester United seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Bergomi. And here's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Messi, he's found a way through. And this is Eto'o. It's Eto'o! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 6, Vieira. Number 8, Hazard. Number 19, Bellingham.
So we have movement on both benches. Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
7,
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Thuram. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Goes for a shot! It's hit the upright. That's really well cleared. Can he get a big chance? Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Perfect. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Hello attendees.
Eto'o
This
picking
is
up the
a
Man of the
Lost
Match
Children's
award, and
announcement.
no surprise
With the
there.
father of a boy in the green backpack.
So a game of
Kindly
thrills
contact a
and
nearby
tiny
member of
margins,
staff.
so many what-ifs and what might have beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.